We could all use some encouragement. And I've got some good news for you. Welcome to 5 Minutes with Mark. Greetings, fellow travelers, and welcome back to 5 Minutes with Mark. Today we're going to pick up the story in the Gospel of Mark, chapter 1, at verse 29. Now, as soon as they had come out of the synagogue, they entered the house of Simon and Andrew with James and John. But Simon's wife's mother lay sick with a fever, and they told him about her at once. So he came and took her by the hand and lifted her up, and immediately the fever left her, and she served them. At evening, when the sun had set, they brought to him all who were sick and those who were demon-possessed, and the whole city was gathered together at the door. Then he healed many who were sick with various diseases, and cast out many demons, and he did not allow the demons to speak, because they knew him. Wow. So, church is over. Incredible things happened there. And it says that Jesus leaves with Simon and Andrew and James and John, and they go to Simon and Andrew's house there in Capernaum. And James and John go along. That kind of gives us a little bit of insight into who these people are. They live there. These are ordinary people. And I think this is one of those things that we really do need to stop and think about sometimes, is that these early disciples, these guys who are walking with Jesus, they're real people. And we see from here that Simon was married. His mother-in-law is sick in the house when they get there. And so when he's asked to follow Jesus, boy, that's a commitment. That's not only a commitment from him, it's a commitment from his wife. And we assume he had children. We don't know that for sure, but we don't know that he didn't. And we would assume that that would be the natural order of things. So Simon leaves his family to follow Jesus. But there's a reason for that. And Jesus has given us that reason right here, as he's demonstrated his authority in the synagogue. Now he's going to come into the privacy of their home, and he's going to demonstrate it again. Simon's mother-in-law is lying sick with a fever. And Jesus comes in, and he lifts her up, and immediately she's healed. In fact, she feels so good, she gets up and starts cooking. Isn't that just like a mother-in-law? So it's wonderful, right? It was her role. She was lying there feeling bad because she couldn't get up and cook. And now she feels like it, and she's up making meals and taking care of these guests who have come into her home. It's a beautiful picture of ordinary life, moving along in an ordinary way. Look, the gospel is not divorced from reality. If anything, it affirms and confirms that our reality matters. Look, the Son of God is hanging out with his friends in their home, enjoying the hospitality of his mother-in-law. That is pretty cool. Then the sun goes down. Now, maybe you know this, maybe you don't, but the Sabbath was from sunset to sunset, right? The Sabbath began when the sun goes down on Friday night, and it ends when the sun goes down on Saturday night. The Jewish calendar is actually a lunar calendar. It's based on the day's movement of the moon, not the sun. And so when the sun sets, Sabbath is over. So you notice that the people of the village, they're all sitting in their homes, they're doing their thing, they're eating their lunch and their dinner, and they're waiting for that sun to drop down below the horizon, because as soon as it does, they are going to get everybody. They're going to get Aunt Betty. They're going to get Uncle Bud. They're going to grab Billy and Tim and anybody they can find who's got any kind of problem, because they just saw this man cast a demon out in the synagogue that morning. And they're going to rush over to Simon's house. They're going to fill the street, fill the alley and the corridors and everything, filled with people with all kind of problems. It says Jesus healed various diseases, and he cast out a lot of demons. And he didn't let them speak because they knew him. So again, we see that there's a spiritual battle, and there's a physical battle going on. These people had real problems. And Jesus is the answer to our spiritual battles, obviously. He's also an answer to our physical battles. I believe that as we grow in our faith and as we walk with Christ and as we press into him, we will find better health physically as we follow the ways of God and we do those things that the Bible teaches us to do, to rest, to eat right, to enjoy community, to worship, and to not overindulge in anything, all things in moderation, right? So these are important principles, and we see that Jesus affirms these. We also see that Jesus is going to become very, very popular very, very quickly for very obvious reasons. Who wouldn't have been at the door that night with whoever you had, with whatever they were ailing with, to get the help that Jesus could offer them, that immediate answer to their physical, emotional, and spiritual needs? The answer has never changed. See you next time. I hope you're enjoying this Bible study, this quick devotion. If you'd like more content, you'd like to know more about me and see more of the things that I'm doing, check out my website, theeclecticmonk.com. There you'll find out about my video vlog, my podcast, and a whole lot of other stuff. Hope you'll join me there.